The Raven Guard is one of the original first founding chapters of the Adeptus Astartes. The Raven Guard are named after a Terran bird seen by many cultures as the Herald of Death, or also known as the Messenger of Death. The Raven Guard are one of the Emperor's best, serving him during the Unification Wars, the Great Crusade, and even during the time where the Imperium was split in half, the Horus Heresy. The Raven Guard are a legion that focuses on speed, stealth, and precision, being able to infiltrate even the thickest of enemy lines. The Raven Guard are also known for their cool-headed, even intellectual temperament, their superb infiltration skills and skill at furious close-quarters engagements. The Raven Guard are the masters of unseen and guerrilla warfare, only engaging in frontal assaults when no other option presents itself. They come from the planet called Deliverance, and their fortress monastery is known as the Raven Spire. Corvus Corax, the Raven Lord, the Deliverer, chooser of the slain and the Shadowed Lord, father of the Raven Guard. Pale white skin and black hair down to the shoulders, but most terrifying of all is his black eyes. Upon his back is a jetpack in the form of wings, which can also be used to impale. His favorite weapons of war are a twin pair of lightning claws and a coiled whip at his belt. He has the ability to disappear from the perception of his enemies. One of Corax's strangest abilities is being able to shape-shift into different forms. He becomes one with the shadows, he can turn himself into a flock of crows, become a pool of shadows with grasping black tentacles, or a blazing white silhouette with pitch-black eyes. After his involvement in the Horus Heresy, Corvus Corax would enter the Eye of Terror, following after his traitorous brothers, seeking justice for their wrongdoings. First on his list was Lorgar, who started the heresy with his ideals. Corvus was killing word-bearers left and right until the remaining word-bearers retreated to Lorgar's sanctum. The Lorgar Corvus used to know was no more. Lorgar was now a giant with glowing runes and holding a massive spiked mace. Corvus faced his demonic brother. They would fight. Corvus had the upper hand, but Lorgar managed to find an opening and fall back into a chamber which denied access to Corvus. Between the barrier, Corvus told Lorgar his will to the Emperor.
Even if it takes me millennia, I will hunt you down and tear you limb from limb.
The Raven Guard's genocide is unstable due to the experiments of Corax. Much of the chapter's supply had been damaged. Much of the gene seed they use now is held on Terra by the Adeptus Mechanicus. This means their cycle of recruitment is slower than other chapters. Before Primaris Marines, the chapter would draw from the hardy population of miners on Deliverance. Since the Raven Guard are masters of stealth and infiltration, the recruits are trained by the very best the Ravenspire has to offer. The neophytes are taught how to muffle all noise they make. They must master how to muffle even the sounds of their power armor before becoming full on Astartes. Only by becoming one with the shadows can a warrior move through them without revealing themselves. The most important skill a Raven Guard must learn is Wraith Slip. It is a perfect camouflage for them, allowing a Raven Guard to become completely invisible to the untrained eye. The chapter's typical tactical doctrine consists of rapid maneuver engagements consisting of the deployment of assault marines, inceptors, land speeders, and attack bikes aimed at harassment, sabotage, and the destruction of key strategic targets over the frontal engagement of enemy forces at large. The Raven Guard's battle line squads are deployed via Thunderhawk gunship insertions, supported by drop pod deployed dreadnoughts. The chapter maintains few and fields even fewer armored fire support vehicles such as Predators and Land Raiders, preferring to make use of an infantry-heavy force. The Raven Guard relies heavily on its scout marine elements, which operate without support for extended amounts of time, even by Space Marine standards. The chapter rarely goes to battle without heavy aerial assets such as drop pods and wings of gunships to support operations in the field and respond swiftly to developing threats. The Raven Guard frequently deploy entire strike forces of Vanguard Marines, warriors from the 1st Company to the 10th, donning their Mark X Phobos power armor and striking deep behind enemy lines. The chapter, by and large, operates as something of a cross between mechanized infantry and a series of special forces units, combining small unit tactics with their preference for covert operations behind enemy lines. The favorite weapons of Raven Guard force commanders are lightning claws, and it is a common sight for their command squads to also be equipped with these weapons in addition to their jump packs. Kill team deployments are well suited to the Raven Guard. Their chapter has a proud, if shrouded, tradition of forming squads of hand-picked specialists whose strikes alter the course of entire wars. Deploying in this fashion and employing every iota of their strategic nous allows the Raven Guard to offset their numerical disadvantages, and many an alien despot or heretic communications relay has fallen to shadowed killers in black power armor with their talons unsheathed. Like many chapters, the Raven Guard also suffer from certain genetic deficiencies. The Raven Guard's demeanor heavily reflects their combat doctrine. Generally reserved, Raven Guard Space Marines stay in the shadows until the right time to speak. When they do pitch in, they tend to be very recalcitrant and terse, often condemning the more direct tactics of their fellow chapters. As they become unstable, they begin to mimic the sullen nature of their Primarch before his mysterious disappearance. When the chapter's genetic curse manifests itself in an affected battle brother, it comes on in 3 stages. Stage 1. The battle brother is used to working in his small Raven Guard strike team and finds the direct tactics used by other chapters to be brutish and ineffective. When commanded into a direct attack that he finds foolhardy, the battle brother is resistant almost to the level of disobedience. Stage 2. Becoming increasingly intractable, the battle brother is quiet and brooding. In mission briefings, he stays in the shadows, only speaking when absolutely necessary. For example, the fellow members of a Death Watch kill team would feel uneasy around the moody battle brother, tending to avoid him when possible. Stage 3. The battle brother despises the tactics of his fellow battle brothers, knowing that his more intelligent approach is the best way to victory.